Gaudiya Vaishnava ki jai. Ramachandra Sila Hridan Thakur ki jai. Prem Sakao Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Sri Radha Krishna Gopinath Sham Sundar Radha Sundar Girivarsha ki jai. Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Navadvip Dham ki jai. Savita Bhaktivinoda ki jai. All glories to the ultimate Lord. All glories to the ultimate devotee. All glories to the ultimate devotee. Thank you. Thank you. Mayasakta manapasa yugam jinjan madapraya asankam samakramam jatha jyatasi tasya Mai asakta. Mai means unto me. Kṛṣṇa, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, says, unto me, Kṛṣṇa. We cannot interpret in a different way. When I say that give me a glass of water, it means that I am the person who is in want of a glass of water, and if you supply me, not to others, then it is right. So when Kṛṣṇa says, unto me, that means Kṛṣṇa. But sometimes rascal interpreters, they say something else. Why? Even grammatically this is wrong. Kṛṣṇa says unto me, therefore the action should be unto Kṛṣṇa, not us, any other else. So Kṛṣṇa says, my, unto me. Asakta, attachment. One who has developed attachment for Kṛṣṇa, that is Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Just like if you have got attachment for your lover, you always think of him. That is lover constant. There is a very, this is natural. Sanskrit word, in which it is stated that a woman who has got another lover besides her husband, she shows very attentive for her household duty, but she is always thinking when she will meet at night her lover. This is purpose. So, as it is possible that in spite of our all engagements, if I love somebody, I think of him always. Materially it is possible, why not spiritually? That is the whole teaching of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita says to Arjuna, Yuddhasya mam anusmara. As a fighter, you have to fight. You cannot go away from fighting. It is not your duty. Nowadays, I have got an experience, practical experience, that the drafting board of your country calling some boy, the giant military, but he is not willing. Why? because he is not trained as a Kshatriya. He is trained as a Shudra. Therefore, the caste system is very scientific. A section of people should be trained as Brahmin. Those who are intelligent enough in the society, they should be picked up for being trained in higher philosophical science. Those who are less intelligent than the Brahmins, they should be given military training. We require everything. Not that everyone is military man. This is nonsense. How everyone can be military man? Because they are sending Sudras to Vietnam, they are unnecessarily being killed. So, any country is very proud of scientific advancement if it does not know how to organize society. Is a fool. Is a fool. In the Bhagavad Gita, you find Kṛṣṇa says there are 4 divisions of society: Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. That is natural. Somebody is inclined for spiritual advancement, so they should be picked up as Brahmin. Now, we are training boys who are spiritually inclined, and not necessarily they are being called for military studies. How discrepant. The foolish person has no knowledge that this boy is being trained up in higher science, why he should be disturbed? Well, they have no idea. They are imperfect. The intellectual person, those who have got Brahminical qualification, these boys are being restrained or being trained up as Brahmin, Brahmachari. They don't take meat eating, they don't take part in intoxication, they don't take part in gambling, they don't take part in illicit sex life, so they are being trained as complete Brahmin, the highest intellectual person, purified person in the society. If there is one Brahmin in a family or one society, the whole family, whole society becomes sanctified. So, these rascals, they have no knowledge how to train as Brahmin, how to train as Kshatriya, how to train as Vaishya. Just like a force, in other field of action, in the Sudras and Vaishyas, there is nice training in your country. If anyone wants to become a businessman, or there is training, colleges and schools, technological, that's nice, very nice. But why everyone should be dragged for technology? This is foolish. Just like in your body, for maintenance, proper maintenance of the body, you require the head, you require the arms, you require the belly, you require the legs. So, all these 4 divisions of the body require. You cannot say, we don't require this head. Oh, this is nonsense. You require everything. You require the head, you require the arms, you require the belly, and you require the leg. This is fit body. Suppose if there is a body without head, it is dead body. It is body undoubtedly. But if there is no head, simply the trunk is there, it is called dead body. The head is considered to be the intellectual part of the body. Similarly, if there is no Brahmin in the society, that is a dead body. If there is no spiritual man in the society, that is a dead society. It is a very nice natural division. Therefore, Bhagavan, Kṛṣṇa says, Chātut bandham maya sistam gunakarma vibhavas. I have created the four divisions of society according to quality and work. If somebody is working just like a brahmachari, Brahmin, and he has acquired the quality, what is that quality? To understand Kṛṣṇa, a the Supreme Lord, he is a Brahmin. Why he should be called for the action of the arms? The arms for defending. That is Kshatriya. Of course, that is required. To protect the country, to protect the society, military arrangement should be there. Nobody disapproves. But not the Brahmin. It is putting the horse before a cart. Horse is required for different purpose. And other beasts of load, asses, mules and bulls, they are required for drawing carts. So there is derangement of the social order in the present day world. Why? There is no head. They are all rascals. I frankly say, anybody may come, any society where there is no intellectual person for Kṛṣṇa consciousness, there is a rascal society, because there is no head. Either it is madman or headless man with dead body. If there is no brain, there is no head. If the brain is not working properly, then he is a madman. And if there is no head at all, then he is a dead man. So do you think in a dead society or in a mad society there can be any peace? No. What is peace? The society is already dead. What do you mean by peace? And if the society is all full of madmen, then what is the question of peace? Therefore, Kṛṣṇa consciousness is the most important subject of the present day society. The responsible men who are leading the society, the president, or the secretary, or the mayor, they should have intelligence to understand. But if we approach, the other day, when I was coming to a country, I met in Japan, Tokyo, one chief secretary of the government. I wanted to explain to him that you just cooperate with this movement. Or he said, oh, we are secular. We cannot cooperate with any religious movement. Just see. He is one of the chief secretaries of the government. And he is such a fool. He is taking this movement as religious movement. Just like that, they have got so many sentimental religions. It is not sentimental. It is the necessity of the society that a class of men should be Kṛṣṇa conscious. Otherwise the society is doomed. It is going to hell. They are no brain. So, brainless persons, rascals are on the head of government. How there can be peace? How can expect peace in the dog society? The dogs are by nature howling, ho, 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 as soon as he sees another dog. So do you mean to say there can be peace? If you turn human society into dog society, into cat society, into tiger society, well, tiger is very powerful. we can kill many other animals. Does it mean it is very important animal? No, it has no use in the society. Undoubtedly, it is very powerful. It has got good weapons to fight, and it can kill many. These are not qualifications for good man, a good society. Why you are afraid of a tiger? Why you are afraid of a monkey? So, we are not meant to manufacture a society of monkeys, of tigers, or asses, or mules. The asses, they work very hard. Do you mean to say a society of asses will derive any benefit? No. We want human society. Human society. Otherwise, what is the use of becoming human being? So, the situation is so difficult that it is very difficult to push on this movement, but still we have to do it. And this is the highest yoga. If you push on this movement of Kṛṣṇa consciousness, then you will be performing the highest type of yoga. Don't be misled by so-called yoga. This is yoga. Yoga means there's cooperation. Cooperation with the Supreme. Just like head. Head is the head. Head means head. Chief. Why this part of the body is called head? Because it is chief. The brain is working. It orders the hand, come here, it comes. Oh, therefore it is head. It was at once orders leg, go on. It was at once one. Therefore it is head. So a section of person must be head of the society. They must order and others will work, then they will be. Then they will be. But if the legs take the part of working like head, how it can work? Leg is accustomed to carry order to walk. It cannot work as the brain. And that is therefore, when the Sudras or the legs take the part of the head, working like head, it is all disorder. It is all disorder. Therefore, this yoga system, Kṛṣṇa consciousness, yoga system, should be popularized. It is essential. Now, in order to stop all nonsense propaganda. So, Kṛṣṇa says, Maya sattvamanaha, those who have developed attachment for me. Kṛṣṇa attachment can be developed. Just like before my coming here, there was no movement like this, Kṛṣṇa consciousness. But you are developing. You had no, Kṛṣṇa was not born in your country. You do not accept Kṛṣṇa as your religious God. But Kṛṣṇa is so attractive that although you are foreigner, you are not foreigner. To Kṛṣṇa you are not a foreigner. He claims everybody as his son. We make him foreigner. This is our Buddhism. Kṛṣṇa says, Sarvajoni Sukante. My dear Arjuna, there are many different forms and different species of life, undoubtedly. But I am their father. You see how Kṛṣṇa is universal. He is claiming not only the human society, but in the animal society, in the bird society, bee society, aquatic society, botany society, everyone. Everyone, he says, I am the Father. So how Kṛṣṇa can be foreign to you? No. It is mental concoction that Kṛṣṇa is Indian or Kṛṣṇa is worshipped by the Hindus, that he is one of the Hindu gods. He never said that I am Hindu god, I am Indian. Just like the sun. If you say it is American sun, is it possible American sun is sun? Why American sun or Indian sun? Nothing is American, Indian. It is all artificial. This planet also, it belongs to the human society. That's all. This is real communism. This is real communism. These communists also, they are defective because just like the Russians, they say Russians or the Chinese, they are speaking, that China is for the Chinese. Why not for others? And what sort of communism it is? Just think in terms of the human community. Human community. So, this. Why human community? A living being community. If you make this world as belonging to the human society, that is defective. It belongs to everyone. It belongs to the trees community. It belongs to the beast community. They have got right to live. Why should you cut the trees? Why should you send the bulls to the slaughterhouse? That is injustice. And how you can meet justice by doing yourself injustice? Because you have no Kṛṣṇa consciousness. You do not know that Kṛṣṇa is our original father, and we are all sons. The tree is my brother, the ant is my brother, the bull is my brother, the American is my brother, the Indian is my brother, the Chinese is my brother. This is universal. Therefore, you have to develop Kṛṣṇa consciousness before you talk all this nonsense, universal brotherhood and these United Nations and all this nonsense. These are useless talks. If you have no idea how to think of universal brotherhood or United Nations, therefore they are talking for years. Still, they are the same fools. Don't you see? The United Nations, they have got their headquarters here, simply talking nonsense. That's all. That is the idea. So, unless there is full-fledged Kṛṣṇa consciousness, there cannot be any improvement of the world situation. You have to learn. So how to do that? Kṛṣṇa says, Maya Sattamana. You have to develop your attachment for Kṛṣṇa. Begin. Not beginning. That is a very difficult job. But you can do it. It is not difficult. Just as you have got a few students here, sincere students, both boys and they are developing. It's not complete, but they are developing Kṛṣṇa. Otherwise, why they shall waste their time in chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa? They are developing. And it can be developed. You can develop love for anything if you try for it. But Kṛṣṇa development, Kṛṣṇa conscious development is very natural. Because Kṛṣṇa is not a thing belonging to a particular type of religion or sex or society. No. Kṛṣṇa claims that I belong to everyone. Therefore, originally you are all connected with Kṛṣṇa. Simply you have forgotten. So, this process of chanting is to invoke your remembrance for Kṛṣṇa. That's all. It is not that we are implementing something artificially in you. No. Kṛṣṇa is already connected with you. You have forgotten, and we are trying to give you the process how you can revive your original concept. So, Maya Sattamana. So when you come to this place, temple, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of Kṛṣṇa consciousness. If you see Kṛṣṇa or Kṛṣṇa's devotees, if you chant Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa is not different from the name because he is absolute. He is not different. The word Kṛṣṇa and the person Kṛṣṇa or God Kṛṣṇa is not different because everything is Kṛṣṇa. The oneness, the philosophy of monism or pantheism is perfect when that oneness comes in understanding Kṛṣṇa. That is perfect. If Kṛṣṇa is the supreme absolute truth, from whom everything is emanating, then everything is Kṛṣṇa. Just like you have a gold mine and you are preparing so many golden utensils, ornaments and many other things, that they are all gold because the origin is gold. Similarly, you may name it as earring, but you have to add gold earring. You may name it as necklace, but gold, because originally it is coming from the gold mine. Similarly, originally everything is coming from Kṛṣṇa. Janmartha Bhava. Because if he is supreme, he is absolute truth, then nothing is different from him. Just like either you say earring or necklace or bangle or wristwatch, if they are all made of gold, they are gold. But you cannot say at the same time, this is gold, this is gold, this is gold necklace. If you say that why necklace, it is gold. The Mahabharati philosophers say everything is gold, everything is Brahma. No, everything is Brahma is all right. But it is this. But the Brahma. The Bhagavad Gita, it is very nicely explained in the 13th chapter. Maya tatamidam sarvam. I am expanded all over. Sarvam, sarvam means all. Abhaktamurti. That is my impersonal feature. Kṛṣṇa is everywhere in his impersonal, but still he is personal. The Maharaj philosophy thinks that if Kṛṣṇa has become everything, then where is the necessity of Kṛṣṇa again? Person. And this is Askanda. Because he is thinking in material way. He has no spiritual knowledge. Material way, suppose if you take a piece of paper and you make it in particles and throw it all over, the original paper has no existence. This is material. But we get information from the Vedas that Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vajishyate. The absolute truth is so perfect that if you take the whole perfect, still the perfect remains. 1 minus 1 equal to 1, not 0. The material way of thinking is 1 minus 1 equal to 0. But spiritual way is not like that. Spiritual is 1 minus 1 equal to 1, 1 plus 1 equal to 1. Oneness. This is the concept of oneness. So, Kṛṣṇa is everything. The atheists will say, they have installed some wooden forms and they are worshipping as God. Atheists. But one who knows the Kṛṣṇa science, he will understand that Kṛṣṇa is everything Therefore, he can appear in everything. If electricity current is everywhere, so wherever you touch current, you will feel here is current. Similarly, the Kṛṣṇa current in impersonal form is everywhere. It is the technician who knows how to use that current. That's all. So, just like we get telephonic connection, they will simply inform the person deposit our money. They come immediately. They find out where the connection can be done, and he does his work. We do not know. He knows the technique, how to join telephone, and within a few seconds he joins and ping, ping. Yes. So one must know how to connect Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa is everywhere. This is Kṛṣṇa consciousness. This is Kṛṣṇa consciousness. One must know how you can derive from these features of Kṛṣṇa's form in wood or iron or metal. That doesn't matter. Kṛṣṇa is everywhere. And you have to learn how to contact Kṛṣṇa with everything. That will be explained in this system of yoga. We learn it. So, the Kṛṣṇa consciousness is also yoga, the perfect yoga, the highest of all yogic systems. Anyone, any yogi may come and we can challenge and we can say that this is the A1 yoga system. This is A1 and it is very simple at the same time. You haven't got to exercise your body. Suppose if you are weak or you feel some tiredness, but in Kṛṣṇa consciousness you won't feel. All our students, they are simply anxious to be overloaded with work. Kṛṣṇa consciousness. Swamiji, what can I do? Or what can I do? And they are actually doing. Nice, very nice. They don't feel tired. That is Kṛṣṇa consciousness. In material world, if you work for some time, then you will feel tired. You will require rest. Of course, I am not, exaggerating myself. I am an old man of 72 years. I was ill. I went back to India. I have come again. I want to work. Naturally, I should have been tired for all these activities, but I don't feel. So far I can do. I want to work. I want to day and night. At night I work with dictaphone. So I am sorry if I become sorry if I cannot work. This is Kṛṣṇa consciousness. One must be very much anxious to work. It is not that it is an idle society. No. We have got sufficient engagements. They are editing papers, they are selling papers. They simply find out how Kṛṣṇa consciousness can be spread. This is practice. So, if you want really peace, if you want to be happy, take to this philosophy, Kṛṣṇa consciousness. And the beginning is how to develop attachment for Kṛṣṇa. So the process which you have prescribed is chanting or before the deities and offering prasadam. This will make you gradually evolve. So we shall talk later on further on this subject. If there is any question, you can inquire.
Swamiji, is it possible for us to worship Kṛṣṇa purely in this lifetime?
Why not? Do you think we are simply wasting our time? It is possible. lifetime. Within a second you can do. It is spiritual process. It is not material process that it requires so much time. No. It requires simply spiritual technique to know how you can develop Kṛṣṇa attachment. As soon as you 10% attached with Kṛṣṇa, your business is finished. Ārādhita jadi haris tapasā tatat kim. The whole formula is that you have to develop your attachment for Kṛṣṇa. So if you have developed such attachment for Kṛṣṇa, then your business is finished. No more. That's all right. And nārādhita jadi haris tapasā tatat kim. And if you cannot develop fully Kṛṣṇa consciousness, then all your labor is waste of time. There is no need of advertising yourself that I am religious, I am philosopher, I am yogi. All is nonsense. If at the end there is no Kṛṣṇa consciousness. So if Kṛṣṇa consciousness is there, so all these things end. And if there is no Kṛṣṇa consciousness, these are all useless labor. Ārādhita jadi haris tapasā tatat kim, nārādhita jadi haris tapasā tatat kim. The whole business is how to develop attachment for Kṛṣṇa. If you have developed that attachment within a second, then the business is finished within a second. And if you cannot develop that attachment for years, then it is very difficult. The only test is how you have developed your attachment for Kṛṣṇa. If you are serious about it, it can be done within a second. If you are not serious about it, it cannot be done in many lives. And that depends on your serious nature. Kṛṣṇa is not a material thing that it requires some particular time or no. The only thing is mayāsaktana. You have to develop your full attachment for Kṛṣṇa. That you can test whether you have full attachment for Kṛṣṇa. Then it is the business is finished. It is samādhi itself. Samādhi means to be absorbed in a particular type of thought. That is called samādhi. So, if you are fully Kṛṣṇa conscious, that is samādhi. 24-hour samādhi, not that a periodical samādhi. The ordinary yogi, of course, samādhi is not an ordinary task. Suppose if he can remain in samādhi, say for a little period, say 1 hour, 2 hours. But Kṛṣṇa conscious person is in samādhi 24 hours, 100%. Because he is always thinking of Kṛṣṇa. That is being explained. Mayāsaktana yogam janmadasa. If one performs yoga, taking shelter of Kṛṣṇa and always think of Kṛṣṇa, then he is in samādhi. When he develops attachment for Kṛṣṇa, nobody can certify him, he will certify himself. If you have got attachment for any other thing, then you are not in samādhi. If you are only in attachment for Kṛṣṇa, then you are in samādhi. You don't require a certificate from others, you know yourself. Just like while eating, you can understand whether you are satisfied or not. While eating, if you are a hungry man, if you are eating, you will know, oh, I have eaten something, I am feeling now strange. You don't require to inquire from your friend, well, am I feeling strange? Oh, you say what nonsense, you know yourself. Similarly, if you have to test yourself whether you have got full attachment for Kṛṣṇa. If not, you are not in samādhi. The test is in your hand. maya saktamana. In full attachment for Krishna. And you can understand what is the meaning of attachment. You have got attachment for sex, you have got attachment for so many things. Similarly, if you have developed attachment only for Krishna and you have no more any other attachment, then you are in samādhi. It is not artificial, it is practical. Sri Ram. Ram Jaya